Welcome to Brewstar Reviews. Dive into the world of Amazon products with us as we provide honest, in-depth reviews to help you make informed purchasing decisions. The Freewell 1.33x Anamorphic lens is a specialized optical tool designed to bring a cinematic widescreen aesthetic to the world of mobile videography. To understand the significance of this product, it is helpful to first look at the history and purpose of anamorphic optics in professional filmmaking. Traditionally, anamorphic lenses were developed to allow directors to capture a very wide field of view on standard 35mm film, which had a more square aspect ratio. This was achieved by optically compressing the image horizontally during the filming process and then expanding it during projection. The Freewell lens applies this same principle to modern smartphones, allowing the native sensor of an iPhone or a Samsung device to capture a much broader horizontal perspective than is otherwise possible with standard lenses. This results in a final aspect ratio of 2.35:1 once the footage has been desqueezed in post-production software. This specific aspect ratio is the classic cinema standard that audiences associate with major motion pictures, providing an expansive and immersive viewing experience that feels far more professional than standard mobile video. One of the most notable features of this particular lens is the integrated 3-in-1 streak color system, which allows for significant creative flexibility. In the past, a filmmaker would have to choose a specific anamorphic lens based on the color of the light flares it produced, or they would have to rely on external filters that could degrade image quality. This Freewell model simplifies that process by allowing the creator to toggle between neutral gold and blue flares within a single unit. Each of these options serves a distinct narrative and aesthetic purpose. A blue flare, for example, is frequently used in contemporary cinema to convey a sense of high-technology coldness or tension, and it is a look often seen in science fiction and action movies. Conversely, a gold flare adds a sense of warmth, nostalgia, and organic beauty to a shot, which is often preferred for naturalistic storytelling where the light should feel welcoming and soft. The neutral flare provides a more realistic interpretation of light sources, reflecting the actual color of the light hitting the lens without adding a strong tint. Having all three options available in one lens is a significant advantage for those who want to experiment with different moods without changing their entire setup. Looking at the build and design, the Freewell lens is constructed with an emphasis on durability and optical precision. It utilizes a 17mm thread mount, which is a widely accepted standard in the ecosystem of mobile photography and videography accessories. This mounting system ensures that the lens is held securely and stays perfectly aligned with the primary sensor of the smartphone, which is crucial for maintaining image quality. Because anamorphic lenses work by distorting light, any slight misalignment can lead to tilted horizons or unwanted optical artifacts. To use this lens, one must have a compatible phone case or a dedicated mobile cage that features a 17mm mounting point. The lens housing itself is made from high-quality materials that are designed to withstand the rigors of outdoor filming while remaining light enough to avoid unbalancing a handheld stabilizer or gimbal. The lens also features a rotating front element, which is an essential feature for anamorphic shooting. Since the lens compresses the image along a specific horizontal axis, the creator must be able to rotate the lens to ensure that the squeeze is perfectly level with the horizon. A defining characteristic of this lens is its ability to produce what is known as oval bokeh. Bokeh refers to the out-of-focus areas of an image, and with standard spherical lenses, this blur usually takes the shape of the lens aperture, which is typically circular. However, because an anamorphic lens compresses the image horizontally, everything in the out-of-focus areas is also squeezed. When the image is later desqueezed in an editing program, the circular blur stretches out into an oval shape. This oval bokeh is one of the most recognizable traits of high-end anamorphic cinematography, and it adds a layer of depth and texture to the background of a shot. It helps to separate the subject from the background in a way that feels intentional and artistic rather than just a byproduct of a small sensor. This effect is very difficult to replicate with software filters and is one of the primary reasons filmmakers seek out true anamorphic glass. In terms of performance, the Freewell lens is engineered to work with the high-resolution sensors found in the latest flagship smartphones. As mobile sensors continue to improve, they become more sensitive to the quality of the optics placed in front of them. This lens is designed to minimize issues like chromatic aberration and purple fringing, which can often plague cheaper mobile lens attachments. By maintaining a high level of edge-to-edge sharpness, the lens ensures that the extra-horizontal information being captured remains clear and detailed. The choice of a 1.33x squeeze factor is particularly important because it is optimized for the 16:9 aspect ratio common in smartphone video. When a 16:9 frame is multiplied by 1.33, it results in the desired 2.35:1 cinematic ratio while using the maximum amount of the sensor area. This is a more efficient way to achieve a widescreen look compared to simply cropping a standard video because it preserves more vertical resolution and detail. The performance of this lens also changes how a filmmaker approaches composition and lighting. Because the frame is much wider, the creator must think differently about the placement of subjects and the use of negative space. It encourages a more cinematic approach to framing where the environment and the background play a larger role in the narrative. The lens handles bright light sources with a specific character that adds to the overall production value. Whether it is sunlight filtering through trees or the glare of artificial streetlights, the way the light interacts with the internal coatings of the Freewell lens creates a sense of atmosphere and depth. The ability to switch flare colors on the fly means that a filmmaker can adapt to different lighting conditions and moods without needing to carry multiple lenses or delicate filters. This lens is best suited for mobile filmmakers and content creators who are looking to elevate the visual quality of their work and move away from the traditional look of smartphone video. It is an ideal tool for those who prioritize the cinematic aesthetic and want to experiment with the specific visual language of anamorphic filmmaking. Because it requires a 17mm mount, it is most appropriate for individuals who are already using or are willing to invest in a mobile cage or specialized case system. Professional videographers might find this lens useful for capturing high-quality B-roll on a device that is small enough to fit in a pocket, or for shooting in tight spaces where a full-sized cinema camera would be too bulky. It also appeals to those who enjoy the post-production process, since anamorphic footage requires a Desqueeze step in editing software to return the image to its correct proportions. The investment for this lens is approximately $250 at the time of writing. This price point reflects the complexity of the optical design and the quality of the materials used. While it is a premium accessory for a smartphone, it offers a unique set of capabilities that are not found in standard mobile lenses. For a serious creator, the ability to capture authentic anamorphic footage with adjustable flares represents a significant expansion of their creative toolkit. The value lies in the distinct character and professional feel that the lens brings to mobile productions. Ultimately, the Freewell 1.33x anamorphic lens is a bridge between the convenience of mobile devices and the high standards of traditional cinematography. It offers a balanced combination of technical performance and creative flexibility. On one hand, it provides a way to capture expansive widescreen images with beautiful oval bokeh and customizable light flares. On the other hand, it requires a more deliberate approach to filming, including the use of mounting hardware and additional steps in the editing room. For those who are passionate about visual storytelling and want to push the boundaries of what a smartphone can achieve, this lens provides a comprehensive solution for achieving a truly cinematic look. It represents the continued evolution of mobile gear, where the focus is increasingly on providing professional-grade tools for a new generation of filmmakers. By offering free flare colors in a single lens and maintaining high optical standards, it stands as a versatile choice for anyone looking to bring the look of Hollywood to their mobile device. It is a specialized tool that rewards the user with a unique and professional aesthetic that sets their work apart in an increasingly crowded digital landscape. Through its thoughtful design and high-performance optics, this lens allows for a more expressive and immersive form of mobile cinematography that honors the traditions of classic filmmaking while embracing the technology of the future. The ability to control light and perspective in such a precise way ensures that every shot can have a specific mood and character. Whether used for a short film, a travel vlog, or a professional commercial project, the visual impact of the anamorphic format is undeniable. The Freewell lens makes this high-end look accessible and manageable for creators at all levels. It balances the need for portability with the desire for high-quality imagery, making it a valuable addition to any mobile filmmaker's equipment collection. In the end, it is about providing the tools necessary to tell stories in the most visually compelling way possible. Thanks for watching. If you found this review helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more honest product insights. Have a product you want us to review? Drop a like and subscribe, and comment below. Until next time, happy shopping.